this. It's going to develop.
2-2, 14 lines, 3-4, 2-2, 14 lines.
Alastair Lynch to the right. They're swinging punches. Alastair Lynch is swinging left and right.
That is amazing.
Is there. It's a world championship fight.
This is extraordinary.
Lynch is just swelling.
58, because it's the bloodbath.
Wakelin doesn't know what to do. Oh, it's world wrestling. Look at this. Lynch has swung 6 of the biggest punches I've ever seen in football.
Yeah, I got a sense when we were walking up, it must have been the second siren had just blown, we were going to our positions, and I remember him being about a metre in front of me and sort of turning to his left, and he said something along the lines of, he said, "Wakelin, don't try anything today." He said, "You try something, I'll knock your effing block off." And so I sensed at that stage that he was potentially something could happen during the game. But it must have been 5 or 10 minutes later, and that's when I remember Treadray he'd come back behind the plate, took a great mark in the forward pocket. Lynch leading out hard. Treadray's taken the mark, and I saw him pull up short. I thought, "You beauty." I thought, even if he's just got a little niggle of something, whether it's a quad, hammy, calf, it's a great result for us as a team because it would unsettle them. We knew he wasn't going to have a full game in the tank. But then it was Shawnee Burgoyne and Ackermanis just playing a bit of push and shove in the goal square. And I think it went over and I said, "Come on, boys, sort it out." And then Lynch basically turned to me. He said, "What are you going to do about it, hero?" And he went at me and grabbed me around the throat. And I thought, here we go. It's on. And then it was on.
Have a look at Lynch and Wakelin. Gee, whoa, it's on!
It's on!
Oh! This is Alastair Lynch's last game.
Wakelin and Lynch go at it. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
That's toe-to-toe. They've both been reported.
This is a pressure cooker.
Neil Baum's back. When was the last time 2 players stood toe-to-toe like that?
Yeah, Darryl's one of those pretty guys. I think he was probably more, his defensive manoeuvres were probably linked to more to the hair drying technique that he used during the stage. That's why he didn't get hit on the head. But those sort of encounters are certainly something I'll remember for a long time.
Because Lynchy missed, but he swung up from, I think he lined that first punch up from China, that's how far away it was. And Shawnee Burgoyne did nothing. All he did just sit back and goes, "I'm not getting involved in this."
My main memory from that one though, I look back and I saw a few haymakers, but my main memory for that one was seeing Sean Burgoyne and Ackermanis, seeing the haymakers getting thrown over there and went, nah, and then they just gave a little bit of a push and shove and stayed out of it. And we always hassle him about it and think, you should have got in there, but I reckon I would have been sitting on the sidelines with him too. Just
see Sean and Acker standing off in the background, pretending they're having their own little fight, and just so they don't have to go and join in with the big boys. So
you got Wakelin over there, and he's a big boy, and then you got Lynch, and he's an even bigger boy. And Sean just said that he just saw these haymakers. He grabbed Jason, and Jason sort of like looked at him, and they're like, "No, we're not going over there."
Alastair Lynch and Darryl Wakelin. They're old enough to know better.
I reckon that's when we knew we had him. It was way off the ball, and once I saw that, I thought that they know they're in.
Lynch, and the trainer's gone out to him, and this is how it all started. This is 1958 revisited. It's the bloodbath.
Lynchy was obviously trying to do what he could do, given the fact that in the end he had a sore leg, and so maybe going down swinging and take one out, so both of them would go off the field. But as I said, we were really happy with Darryl's input for the day, and the great leadership he showed all the time, but being able to handle that situation was great for us as well.
Yeah, I remember at the time thinking, okay, yeah, he's going to throw a few. Okay, he's just throwing his second or third. He's going to go. I thought, I'm either going to go down here, and I just tried to grab him by the back of the head, try to get a couple in myself, and really just trying to stay out of the way. And if I had a chance to get a little one on him, so be it. There was quite a few thrown, not a lot landed.